Welcome back to Mind Prosperity, or if it's your first time, welcome to Mind Prosperity for the first time. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy our content, and I do believe it's going to help you a lot. So today we're going to speak about how to release trapped emotions. Now, I just want to put this map of consciousness on again. I've been using this map a lot, and got it from my friend Megan Carmay in Canada. And I just want you guys to look at these emotions quickly. You will see you will see next to the emotions is the number of vibration. Now, everything vibrates, and your body consists mostly of energy, and everything vibrates, and it vibrates based upon the emotion that you feel. And the higher the vibration, the better your life will be. So if you look at our lowest vibration, you come to shame and guilt. If you come to the highest vibration, you come to love and enlightenment. And a lot of times the reason we cannot go higher is because we are sitting with trapped emotions. And today we're going to speak about how to release these trapped emotions so that we can vibrate energetically on a higher level. Now, one thing we need to understand about energy: you don't get energy, nor do you lose energy. People say, where do you get all the energy? You don't get energy. You generate energy, and you generate energy based on your heart and your mind coherence. What you think and what you feel determines the level of energy that you vibrate on. That the problem is just most people think bad thoughts. They think bad thoughts, and then they vibrate a lot of times on the emotions of guilt and shame. And I think from a young age, many people have been taught things like, shame on you. You should feel guilty about this. But what we want to do is we want to naturally operate in the emotions of love and joy, enlightenment. Enlightenment is also close to, or you can say it comes down to authenticity, where the unconscious becomes conscious. You get enlightened about things, and you become who you really are. Daniel Goleman said the following. He said, mindfulness allows us to see our thoughts and feelings as they are beginning. We can observe how they come and go without becoming entangled in them. Now, in Mind Prosperity, we have a slogan, and the slogan is step back. And the whole idea, I speak at a lot of companies, and a lot of times people, they look at you strange when you say your slogan is step back, because everybody always wants to go forward, better, 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 better. But the thing is, you're not going to become better unless you take a step back, you observe, and you decide. So mindfulness, and the best explanation I've ever heard of mindfulness is if you're in a dark room, or let's say you're in this dark arena and you have one very sharp light. The thing that you shine the light on is the thing that you are focusing on, and that is mindfulness. All of these things around you are still there, but it's kind of like as if you're putting them in the dark for now and you're shining light on something specific. And what we want to do is we want to feel that emotion, and we want to shine light on that emotion so that we can feel it and so that we can deal with it. Now, at the moment, as I'm doing this video, I have a wrist pain, like a very big wrist pain. My trainer just messaged me before the video, and he's like, how's your wrist? Can you train today with your wrist feeling like that? I'm like, yeah. I medicated it. I took some painkillers, and I used some anti-inflammatory, so we'll be okay. And a lot of times that's what we do with our emotions. And I'm now contradicting myself maybe, but that's what we do with our emotions. We just want to go on and on and on and on and just suppress it, medicate it, anything to not feel the emotion. But the important thing for us to go higher on the map of consciousness is to deal with these emotions that are trapped. In order for us to deal with the emotions that are trapped, we have to feel them. Now, in this video, I'm going to give you guys 4 things that will help you to release these trapped emotions. 4 practical things that you can do, because a lot of people sit with these trapped emotions, and I think a lot of times we are so afraid to feel because of the pain. Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. This is so beautiful. So your life moves in the direction, and you're kind of like just okay with it. Maybe this is fate, but you don't know that, unconsciously subconscious and unconscious mind runs most of your life. There are these stuck emotions that's now running your life, and your life is just going in the same direction the whole time. This is why you like break the New Year's resolution now 10 years in a row. You're facing the same problems, you're facing the same challenges, because unconsciously there are stuck things that you haven't dealt with. And it's not just about positive thinking, although positive thinking is important. It's not just about good affirmations, although that is good. But it's also equally important to go dig deep within and to go deal with some of these things that are stuck. And these things that are stuck have been built up, maybe from childhood. And I do this a lot in my Healing Childhood Trauma series. If you want to see it, this is what it looks like. And you can contact me if you want to know more, or do the Healing Childhood Trauma course with me. I do it online and on Zoom platforms or Teams such as that. So contact me if you want to know more about this course, if you want to do the Healing Childhood Trauma course with me, because a lot of the emotions that are stuck comes from our childhood, and a lot of times people struggle to deal with it. And if they don't deal with it, it means they get to a place where they struggle to go forward. Robert Greene said, "Your dark side, when you are aware of it, becomes a tool for growth. When you are unaware of it, it can become a nightmare." So it can either grow you or it can destroy you, depending on what you do with it. Now, a lot of people, have destructive behaviors because of these trapped emotions, because they keep on hiding it, they keep on suppressing it, and they keep on repressing it. But the thing that's going to ultimately help us is if we get to a place where we release it. Now, 4 steps or 4 things to understand to release trapped emotions. Number 1, get quiet and feel your emotions. We live in a world where everything is extremely busy. It's kind of like everything that technology created for us for today is there to make our lives better. And it does. It actually does make our lives better. The problem is we don't always use it to make our lives better. We use it to become more anxious, and we use it to become more performance-based. So we can look at a bunch of social media pictures of other people and how they are performing. It brings us into comparison, and we're comparing ourselves to them. Or we can, somebody recently told me we cannot even take a break or take a rest without taking a bunch of pictures, and we have to prove to the world how nice we are, how nice and how well we are resting. After work, cell phone is out, computer is out, radio is out, TV is out. Because we just cannot sit alone and be quiet with our feelings. Now, I'm not against Netflix or your phone or anything. I think it's a valuable tool that can help you in life. I love watching a Netflix movie when I rest, but the idea is we cannot use those things because we want to put noise on the quietness, because we don't want to deal with our emotions. The first and most important thing is you have to feel the pain and deal with it. Same with my wrist. If I want to get my wrist healed, the more I press and massage it and put some rub something on it to make it better. I don't want to use something's name now because I want to be correct based on where you're watching from. But sometimes it hurts a bit at first. You have to sit with that pain. You have to push that pain a bit for it to become better. So you have to take time in a day to sit and be quiet and feel your emotions. Number 2, understand that emotions are not bad. And none of the emotions are bad. Even when you feel depressed, the feeling of depression can give you an indication that something needs some work. If you're driving in your car and the petrol light goes on, or the gas light goes on, depending on what fuel you use. If the gas light goes on, you don't say the gas light is a bad thing. I'm going to cut the wire. I'm going to smash it. I'm going to get rid of the gas light. No, it's just indicating to you that you need to put gas in your car, or if the oil light is on that says check your oil or check your engine. Those lights are not bad. It's just an indication that something inside your vehicle needs attention. It's the same with emotions. It just shows you that something within you needs attention, and this is why it can be good, because now you can attend to it. So the Latin word for emotion is animi motus, which means a movement in the mind. So it has to do with the way you think. Now, if we look at the map of consciousness again, I'm going to put the map of consciousness on again. When you have certain thoughts, you have a certain feeling. And the feeling will determine what level you vibrate on. The word emotion also means energy in motion. So when we look at this map of consciousness, it has an influence on the energy that we feel. And if we strive and try the whole time to be on your higher vibrating emotions without dealing and releasing things like guilt and shame and fear and anxiety, we're going to get stuck. And for us to live our best lives, we have to get to a place where we are unstuck. Before I get to number 3, if you are enjoying this video, please like it, please subscribe, please ring the bell to get notifications, and leave us a comment or ask us a question. We are trusting to go to 1,000 subscribers, so your subscription can help us. Also want to encourage you to send this video on to people who you believe it might help. Number 3. Be present with the discomfort of the emotion. That's the only place you really deal with it, is if you sit with it in the discomfort and you deal with it. This is why it's important not to run away or rebuke every single emotion that you feel, or any of the emotions that you feel. But like I said earlier, you have to take a step back, evaluate it, ask it some questions, see what it's telling you, be present with it, and that is where you deal with it. But sometimes to get to this place, we have to get to some kind of atmosphere of quietness, of stillness, and we shouldn't just, put noise on anything. And we don't always put noise on anything. Sometimes we overeat, sometimes we overdrink, or whatever we do. Sometimes we over-exercise. Anything we do not to feel the emotion. And all of those things are not that overeating or overdrinking is great, but eating is great, drinking something is great, exercising is great. We want to live that life, and it's okay. But if we get to that place where we keep on using these things because we don't want to deal with our emotions, those emotions get stuck, they get trapped. So what happens is every single time when you want to go up in life, when you want to achieve something better, it just pulls you down because you're not dealing with it and you're not releasing it. Number 4, give the emotion a meaning that empowers you. So instead of saying the emotion is bad, instead of trying to chase the emotion away, if you ask the question, what is this emotion telling me? How can I deal with it? How can I work on it? And how can it empower me? How can this situation make me better? Because remember, it's situations of discomfort that makes you stronger and better. It's not situations of comfort that makes you better. So use that time, use that emotion, use the discomfort that you feel to empower you and take it to a higher place. And I totally believe that if you start doing this, you will see things naturally without force happening and succeeding in your life. Thank you so much for watching. Do believe this helped you and encouraged you and gave you something to think about and maybe something to do in your time in going towards your healing. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys soon again. Goodbye.